Hi everybody, my name's Dave. I'm from True North Cruiser, and this is my fourth video. I want to today go over some items that I've purchased over the years, items that were recommended to me by other people on YouTube or by friends, things that I still use and things that I don't. So let's get started. The first item I want to talk about, and is probably one of the most important things that you have to do in regards to being on a cruise ship, because there is not a lot of outlets out there on a cruise ship in your cabin, is power. And for power solutions, I can tell you that one of the best things that I've ever bought, and by the way, I do not get any type of like affiliate money or anything else. My YouTube channel is just brand new, and so I don't get sponsorship deals or affiliate links or anything else. Almost all these items were purchased on Amazon if you are looking for them, and if you are looking for the name or of the brand that I've bought, I will certainly reply to your comment in the chat for the video. So the first one that I bought, and it replaced another one that I used to have, is a power extender. Now, why I bought this one is because it does not have a surge protector. I know that on certain cruise lines you cannot have a surge protector, and so I wanted to make sure that that was the case, that I would never have to worry about it being confiscated. I've since learned that some cruise lines are now confiscating even these ones, but I really do like it. And what I like about it is that by putting in the one plug, I now have 3 plugs, and then I've got 3 USB-A or regular USBs, and then 1 USB-C. Now, as we all know, a lot of companies have gone to USB-C, and so how do you solve that problem? Well, one of the things I bring with me now is, because I know that a lot of the cruise lines have USB outlets by the bed, is I bring one of these, which expands the amount of ports you have. You just plug it in, and then with this one you've got 2 USB-Cs, and you've also got 3 other ones. And I also sometimes bring with me something else I should show you. Something else I also bring with me is a bunch of converters, changing USB-As to Cs and Cs to As, so that I will always have everything that I need to be able to be plugged in. So that's a major thing for power. Some other things that I've heard people suggest, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't really use them, but I do have them. One is, people recommend always bringing a portable charger with you. This is a good one. It's nice and small. I've used it very rarely. I think it was one time I used it for a phone in the cabin, and it was more because I wanted to get out of the cabin rather than plug it into the wall, and so I could plug this in and put it in my pocket. But that's something that people have recommended. I don't know how useful they really are, but a lot of people swear by them. Another thing that a lot of people swear by is having having an extra battery that is MagSafe that you can attach to your phone. I personally don't use it. I find it adds too much bulk to my phone, and so, like, why would I have it? Something else that I've heard people suggest is get yourself a universal adapter. Why get yourself a universal adapter? So that you can use the different types of plugs that are on cruise ships. Oftentimes you'll see the British or the European plugs on cruise ships, and you can use that as an additional source. And this one here has 3 regular USBs and 1 USB-C, as well as having that plug area. Now, I don't actually use this very often. The only time I really ever used it was when I did a British Isles cruise, and I needed it more for the hotel room than I did for the cruise ship. But some people swear by this as well, but I don't think it's necessarily a must buy. Something that I think is amazing that I use every single day that I'm on a cruise is one of these little MagSafe wallets. What I do is I'm able to put my cruise card inside of the wallet and always have it on the back of my phone. Right now I have an iPhone 17 Pro Max. So your phone has to be MagSafe for this to work, or for that battery charger I was showing you before. But I find this really, really useful because I don't have to use a lanyard anymore, and I can just keep my key right there on the back of my phone. Next thing I want to talk about is something I bought for a cruise recently that I think is absolutely useless. And it's one of these things. What this is, and these little things slide out, is an extra little shelf that you could put inside of the bathroom. The problem I found with this one, and hopefully other ones are better, is the magnet isn't that strong. So as soon as I put in anything with any type of weight, it would start to slide down the magnetic wall. Also, it's not that big. And so, like, how am I going to fit all this kind of stuff inside of there that I want to fit in? So yeah, I just took it off after a while and didn't use it again. Now, one of the biggest things that people will talk about is making sure that you have enough air. I'm going to show you two that I think are really useful and one that is not. And it's one that's getting a lot of coverage on the internet. The first one that I really do like is buying some type of wearable, whether it's one of the neck fan ones or whether it's this kind of model that you wear a fan around your neck. I like this not only for being out and about in port when it is extremely hot, and you get a really good blow of cool air there, but I also like using it on airplanes because I find that at least it just keeps my personal space feeling more personal when I'm sitting beside somebody. So there's that one that I really liked. And something else that I really like is one of these very portable fans that I bring with me. I like this one because I can put it on the side table, or I can put it even on the bed and have it running. I usually have it on the lowest level, but it just provides me with a bit of air circulation. I'm used to having a fan on at night when I sleep, and so this is just something that helps keep me going. And I have found sometimes on cruise ships that despite them being air conditioned, some cabins are really, really cold, and some of them are not cold at all. In fact, they're downright warm. So I'd highly recommend one of these, as well as the neck fan that I showed you. One that's receiving a lot of press lately out there, and I think it's absolutely useless once again, is one of these. This is one of those fans that you stick on the wall via these magnets to provide you with air. Here's the problem. I got to charge it just like the other fans, so I got to take it off the wall all the time. Second of all, I found it to be sort of useless because of the fact that the magnetic wall that I could attach it to was too far away from the bed for me to feel it with any type of strength. And so therefore I had to turn it up to full speed, which caused it to run down really quickly. So a lot of people are recommending these. I would not go with that. I think this is a way better thing for inside the cabin, and I think this is a much better thing for when you're walking around port. Next thing a lot of people will tell you to get are these, which is the cabin hooks. I'm going to tell you right now, these are hooks that I bought. I still use them. These are not big enough. Buy ones that are heavy duty, like ones that can hold a lot of weight. These ones, anything more than a hat or a backpack with nothing in them, even with two of them, they will slide down the metal walls of the cabin. So they are a good idea. Just make sure you buy ones that are big enough and heavy enough to hold the items that you want to hang. I originally had one of these, which was a phone case that I would wear when I went into the water to protect my phone. Very good. It was sort of big, but I also found that I had to bring an additional bag, and then I had to figure out a way to lock up that bag. So that was something I sort of felt that was, good, but not great. And instead what I went with this time is one of these bags, which I think does it a lot better. There's a lot more room to put stuff in. They're called a dry bag, I believe. You fold them over like 3 times, and then you have a strap that you can put it around. Kept my phone dry, kept my headphones dry, kept my wallet dry, things that I didn't want to leave inside of my bag. And one other thing that I think for the beach that is key is make sure to be, and this also goes for tour buses too, get one of these. Get like a lock that is easy to put on and that can pretty much go on any bag. Get like a uncuttable cord, and get one of these ones, one of these bungee type of ones with the locks. Carry these with you, because what I've done in the past is I have locked up my backpack and then locked it to something, whether it is a beach chair, whether it is the footrest on a tour bus, or the handle of a tour bus when I've gone off of the tour bus. This is a lifesaver, because I'm not worried about leaving my things. I'm still always a little bit worried, but not as much as I would be. And usually in my knapsack, I've only got things like, or my backpack, are things like, change of clothes, towel, sunscreen, those kind of things. My heavy duty stuff, whether it's electronics or what have you, I usually bring with me, and I will put them in this dry bag that I've been bringing with me lately. Something I used to bring with me all the time, but now that most cruise lines have gone on their newer ships to glass doors, which I love. I hate doing the dance with the shower curtain. I used to bring these with me. These are weighted magnets. You put one on one side, one on the other side of the shower curtain. They are very strong together. I can't get it undone now. Oh wait, I can. But you put it on one side or the other, and usually, you have 3 or 4 of them, and it keeps the shower curtain weighted. And so therefore it's not like, you feel like you have to buy the shower curtain dinner after you've taken a shower because it's been so close to you. Anyways, those are some things that I do bring with me. These ones as I said, don't use as much anymore, but they are something to consider, especially if you're on an older ship. Anyways, these are some items that I just wanted to bring to your attention that I think are really, really valuable to bring on a cruise. Some other things that I don't think are as valuable as people on the internet are trying to make them out to be. And yeah, I hope you felt this was an unbiased, honest review of some cruise items that you should consider for your next cruise. As I said at the beginning, I do not have an affiliate link. I do not have any sponsorship deals. All of these items I've paid for with my own money. Some of them I do regret buying, but other ones have been lifesavers. And so I hope you take that in consideration, and I also hope that you consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I need as much support as I can get. I will be continuing with this channel. I love doing it, but I just want to try to get this growing and getting it out to more people. So thanks very much. And until next time, see you on the high seas.